Alright, so for my absolute oodles of viewers out there, this one goes out to you. Basically, I have an hour until Regan gets back, so we go from playing State of Decay to playing Crossout. And then who knows, might go back to more State of Decay later tonight, might just have her be done with games at that point. Anyway, so the last, not the last video, not the last stream, because that was State of Decay earlier today, but the last Crossout stream last night had the audio muted for the last hour. Sorry, audio was fine. For the last hour and a half, though, it was paused because when I went to open the web page for checking out the car horns, I believe, existing on tanks, might have been a bit later than that, admittedly. The video stalled because I think OBS got suspended, or the app was suspended, and the game, or the OBS didn't decide to continue watching, pushing the video. So in any case, unfortunately that's a thing. So I now have basically this build, which is going to be slightly different than what was seen at the end of the, well, sorry, same as the end of the stream, but not what you guys saw because it didn't cut out. So basically, for the changes I ended up doing, I basically have the, this is compared to the one that was on exhibition. I believe I have since deleted it. Yeah, but for reference, basically the big changes were adding the ammo belts, adding the bandolier, removing the cold storage decor piece, adding armor here, adding a buzzer, and then the big part was reworking the front underneath of the build. And then once I get to a high enough level in the Guiding Star Battle Pass, which is a couple of weeks off, I want to put the tram car doors there underneath where you see the trays right now, since these are also 3x7. They're beefier, and they will aesthetically, in my opinion, look a bit better than that currently. But anyway, that's where it's currently sitting. The big sort of debate, I spent like an hour doing this at like 11, is that I kind of wanted to push these plows in one more, because right now they block a significant portion of the tackler field of view, especially if, as beforehand, I have them flipped like that. Pulling them out by one blocks a lot of their ability to aim downwards, unfortunately. So yeah, I was trying to adjust that. I did flip these though, because the tracks look a lot better by having them like that instead of like that. And I mean, it's kind of sacrifices in the name of it being primarily an art build. The other limitation is for this plow setup to work properly, I would kind of need to move this forward one and attach it like in this pip, where, you know, the cabin is very busy existing, and then here, so that makes like a nice consistent slope. So I'm not really able to actually push back the plows. So that is unfortunate. However, I didn't actually consider now that I think about it, I didn't consider pushing the guns out and using the, with having them flipped this way. I don't think it's going to prevent the elephant from being blocked. But if it did, that'd be pretty rad. But I think it does, so yeah, in any case, this is kind of just like the best conclusion I came up with. Unfortunately, there doesn't really seem like there's any better answer immediately. I'm just going to check though if I pull these out, and if they're, you know, still attached. Elephant, yeah, the elephant's blocked, so that doesn't do me any good. And I could theoretically do something with having it be like vertical instead. Because that doesn't block it off as much, but kind of decided against that because it does not look as good. At least I had it before. This actually doesn't look too bad. Why can't you go all the way back? Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I was not expecting that to fit there. But it doesn't really do me a whole lot of good because then I can't anchor this to it. Oh, that also barely blocks it. That actually looks pretty great. At least compared to alternatives. So that might be the winner. I definitely was planning on updating another build and not revisiting this, but considering how it seems to actually be working out pretty okay, I am not opposed to revisiting it. After all. Okay, so this rear cover just likes getting into spots where you really shouldn't go. Good thing the channel isn't super crazy famous, because I don't think the devs or whoever is meshing cabins would like how much I bury stuff partway in meshes. No, I don't actually mind the look of that too bad. Kind of want to find something to put in the middle. I don't even know what that looked like, to be honest. Won't mind the look of that, to be honest, although it doesn't aesthetically look great. Looks better than that, though. Or sorry, I like the look of that, even though, like, viability-wise, it's probably not the best thing to put there. Let's see if I can find something a little bit beefier. Preferably a part instead of decor. Although, one could make the argument, technically, that that was customization tab. Might almost be better if I just do that. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's probably the best it's gonna get, which isn't too bad because this lets me slap on these pieces underneath, which is much needed additional durability. Soaking up the mass limit. Shame I can't put anything there though, because like with train plows, for instance, you can do that, which I think looks pretty nifty. Not so with the 6 wide parts. But I guess such is life. Also, that getting knocked off is gonna hurt, but I don't really think there's a way around that. Unless I want to do like that instead, which I really don't. Sorry, I guess actually more something like that. Then they're both anchored to the guns, but this part does have lower durability. Doesn't look as nice, doesn't have as much overall durability. So I don't know. Doesn't fit the space as nice. So I think I'll just stick it like that, even though that's technically the worst option. Viability was. But none of you guys have ever let art or viability get in the way of a good art build, right? Pretty good underneath, other than the whole 3 wide gap there. It's like, what would I put there? What can I put there? Guess I could hide the ammo pack and the radio, but then what would I put there instead? Just more armor, I guess. Might as well just put the armor underneath here then, just so that these bottom plates are more connected than just on the back. Or rather, I guess that these 2 pieces aren't reliant on these 2 pieces. Again, another battle pass item would probably work pretty well there. I think these are the only 3x6 pieces. Oh, they're 4x6, never mind. I'm not so sure there are any 3x6 pieces. Technically I could just put in 2 van sides, van windows, whatever, but those are extremely low durability compared to a lot of the other parts. Kind of debating pushing the back out one again, just to give me the divisible by 2 frames. But actually that wouldn't fix it because that'd still be 7 long. I wouldn't be changing the frames, I'd just be changing the engine block. So that doesn't do me any good. Alright. That doesn't work. Does that, which is pretty neat. I like that a lot. Only potential concern is if you can shoot out the pipe in the middle, but based off of me not even being able to select it, I presume that the mesh for the small plow covers it. Not even sure how I tested though. If it turns out to be a problem, it'll be obvious. It's trial by effect trial. Oh, perfect. It's going embarrassingly good. So drones don't play nice, which makes sense because they can just go. Oh. Oh, but this actually is really useful for studying up the rest of that front part. Okay, so good idea to do that. Excellent. Just as planned, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how the guns got taken off so fast tonight. Maybe the build just literally deals that much damage, I don't know. So, however I use it, don't fight a bastion. It's not really much of a takeout, it's using augers, but don't feel bastions with it nonetheless. Excited that it's sneaky surprise attack. Alright. You just gotta be a sneaky tank with no invisibility. No big deal. Okay. This is good. Still wish I could clean this up here, just to make it 8 long, but pulters out the entire build, which doesn't spark joy, so... No dice. That's pretty much as good as I think it's gonna get. Not really sure what I'm gonna do about the remaining mass limit though. Tonnage rather. Don't exactly know an easy way to do 2,500 mass, 2,200-ish roughly. Though I do know it'd be better if I had the co-driver. So 8908 to 9187. So we actually went up even though we lost a small plow. And we went down in power score. Cool. So that's been updated. That worked out pretty well. Don't really think there's a whole lot more I can do on this build. Guess I could always doll it up more with stickers and what have you. Never really been my strong suit. Yeah, not really a whole lot that comes to mind. So I guess that will be fine as is. Publish it. Not to overwrite it. And then end stream, make a Reddit post about it. Very good. Very